Hello, and welcome to what I hope is a fun little experiment slash project that I'm just kind of doing to give myself something to do. Um, I'm going to be playing Destiny 1 from the beginning, as much of the content as I can get through by myself. So this probably won't include any PvP or raids or any of the super stressful team-based content, because this is just me going back to a game that I really enjoy and playing it for the love of playing it. And we're just going to try to be chill. We're just going to try to play through a little bit and have some fun. Given how this might record, you might not even hear any of that stuff anyway. I won't know. Let me get this over here closer to my face. So we're going to start as a Titan. And, while we're sitting here, let's go ahead and try to... Because one of the things I want to try to accomplish with this is just to kind of talk about this game. Like, not just the story and like playing through it and bang bang shoot 'em up, haha. Like, let's talk about. I mean, look at this character customizer. All right, so you have the 3 different races that you can be, and they have kind of a preset or whatever. But like, there's no in-depth adjuster sliders. There's no real customization on things like facial features and scars. Like, you can get markings, you can get like things like that. I don't know. It's just very, very, like, there's a lot missing here. It's very bare bones. And I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that it's in the Halo Reach engine and maybe they just kind of threw it together using the resources they had. But I don't know. But for this, we're going to be an exo female. I hardly ever play female characters, but, why not? Do we want to be without eyes? Yeah. Let's go without eyes. And then let's just give ourselves a basic thing here. No. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, that actually really works. And then purple. Yeah. And then we'll take the marking off. Oh, I like that actually. Actually, yeah. Let's take this off. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. No, we're going to go dark. And then, yeah, we'll just be black and red. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, we're an exo female. Okay. And I will try to be quiet during cutscenes and dialogue. But for the most part. think this is pretty silent. The cosmonaut, the taikonaut, and the astronaut landing on Mars. Trying to figure out what the traveler was. The governments, the major governments of the world that had space programs banded together and sent a manned mission to Mars. One Chinese taikonaut, one Russian cosmonaut, and one American astronaut. And in the lore, it says they touched down in the middle of a thunderstorm. Well, I think it was when they touched down was when the thunderstorms start. Like, this is still accurate, but like the Traveler itself, the area around the Traveler itself was in the midst of a thunderstorm. Because the Traveler is a terraformer as an agent of the light.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy. A darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
He has to give us a horn for our sparrow that we don't even have yet. I wonder why it chooses then. I would be interested to know exactly where in Old Russia this is based on the geography. Because I don't think they would do something so silly as to... I mean, they might, like, just fudge the geography for artistic purposes, but, like, you know, are they... You know, are they near any major rivers? Like, I think they're on the coast, at the very least, but, like, where? I don't know. So the game doesn't do a very good job of explaining. And like with many things about this game, I think a lot of it is lost in script rewrites and story beat rewrites. But
is it possible?
A ghost that revives a human or an exo or an awoken, they get to choose. Like they're drawn to energy signals, to lives.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
And they have the ability to...
You're alive.
get a sense for what kind of person you are, sort of.
I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost, and you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand.
I'll explain a little more.
Fallen territory.
Excuse me.
We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move fast.
So, ghosts can just choose whoever it is they want to revive,
We
and
won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the wall.
they get a sense for who you are as a person just by scanning you, but they can't necessarily tell, you know, if your makeup is going to be good as a guardian or a risen. And the crazy thing about it is, in the lore in Destiny 2, they talk about there have been times where a ghost is resurrected.
Okay, I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us.
A person who they thought was going to be a good warrior because of the
Quiet. They're right above us.
because of the scans that they did. But when they woke that person up, that person was like battle crazy, and like the process of being risen made them insane. And
Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't. We need more light. I'll see what I can do. Another one of these hardened military systems. And a few centuries of entropy working against me.
those are all fallen right there. So it's weird that the ghost calls out the fallen specifically as being really good in the dark, because most of the enemy factions are, except for I think specifically the
What was
Cabal.
that?
And by no means am I going to attempt to make this a speed run or anything.
There's more ahead. Keep it up.
I think I'm just going to try to play through at pace.
A loot cache. Let's see what's inside.
Because the way a lot of Destiny 1's checkpoints and
Trip mines.
missions
Don't
and things
touch them.
work, if you kill the specified big bad in an area, you can then move on to the next part of a mission, mostly just by walking there. And like once you've cleared, you don't even have to clear a room. You just have to find the enemy that's like the intended target, and once you kill them, you can leave. But I think I'm just going to take my time and try to go at pace with the game. I'm not going to try to be an elite gamer TM and speedrun my way through all the battles. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. See, because right now I could just leave this room without getting all the guys, but like,
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further.
I don't know.
Something left out there.
Something about doing that just doesn't feel right.
This was an old Cosmodrome. There's got to be something we can fly out of here. Incoming! Fallen ships, this close to the surface. Move!
Well, see, he says that, but those kinds of ship drop-ins are like really, really common The ones that aren't very common are the much larger catches. The really big ships. Like, I think that one, is that one up there? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Yeah, I think there was one back there and I just missed it. I've been practicing a little bit because the control difference between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, Destiny 1 feels markedly slower in terms of like player maneuverability and like, you know, like how fast you move in and out of animations, like for running and walking and stuff.
I'm picking up signs of an old jump ship. Could be our ticket out of here.
Also, the way the way grenades and stuff are thrown is very much different. It's kind of crazy.
There's a ship. Clear them out.
All right, so now we have. But yeah, like this opening mission also kind of, it's a little deceptive, I think.
Let me see if I can get us out of here.
Because this is kind of how all of the story missions go.
It's
But
been here a while. Hasn't made a jump in centuries.
but it's not necessarily indicative of
We're lucky the Fallen haven't
how the
controlled
game plays at its highest.
Will it fly?
You know,
I can make it work.
it's like doing a story mission and playing through the single player or 3-player story missions is a much different experience than like running a really well-tuned strike at like high level difficulty or running a raid. So the way the story missions are structured in this really kind of let the rest of the game down.
Okay.
So
It's not going to break orbit.
it's
but
unfortunate.
It just might get us to the city. Now, above that transmitter. Bringing you in. We can come back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.
Okay, and here we see the Exo Stranger. And the Exo Stranger is relevant for a few missions in the main campaign, and then she disappeared up until Beyond Light, when she came back as Amanda Bray's sister, Elsie Bray. And they only brought her back because people wouldn't stop bothering the devs about like, can we tie up some loose ends? Can we get some more screen time for these characters that we wanted to like? Can we have a coherent story, please? When we get to another end of mission screen, I'll talk about that too, because I think it's a very interesting design choice, and I wish they'd bring it back to Destiny 2, because it's just kind of nice to be able to see a breakdown of how you did.
Welcome to the last safe city on Earth. The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands. And this tower is where the Guardians live.
So at this point, your character doesn't really know what a Guardian is. Your character doesn't really understand the repercussions of, like, the ramifications of, like, the city's been built for centuries. Like, what does that mean? How many centuries are we talking? How many hundred years after that first Mars contact landing? You know, it's never clear. Speak to Zabal in the Hall of Guardians at the tower. What I find fascinating is that there's so many people just starting up new characters and playing, like, and it's really unclear. I couldn't tell you whether they're new players or whether they're returning players just replaying for the hell of it. Okay, so I have been practicing a little bit, and so I've been just trying to get myself back in and refamiliarize myself with how things are supposed to go. So I had a few characters, and I started some new stuff. You know, give myself some legendary marks when we get to a specific point in the game, and I need to use them, or want to use them. So.
You need my help?
And then, like, I mean, the design here, like, if there's one thing that Bungie never misses on, it's fucking art direction.
You have questions, Guardian?
Oh, Zur is here. Can I even speak to Zur?
Items belong to the Nine, not me.
Zalo Supercell would be a really fun auto rifle to have. The Last Word and sequel, Soros Regime would be great to have. We're not even the right level though. Those start at level 40.
New day, same duty.
A new Guardian. The hope of the city grows stronger today. Welcome to the tower, Titan. Your shoulders will help us hold up the weight of the walls.
Well done, Guardian.
New members of the Vanguard deserve our support. Take this armor and wear it proudly.
Very well done.
Reach level 4 is the next step in this one. Equip the new piece of armor is the next. Oh, a Titan Rise is the next step. We're going to go ahead and accept this, and these are things we'll be able to do later.
Never falter, Guardian.
Alright. So, we're going to make both of these our active quest. So that way when we open up this, we can just see. But it wants us to equip the armor. And then it wants us to go get a gun from Banshee.
Ocean.
I feel like till I get used to the control scheme again, I'm either going to go scout rifle or dad rifle. But like, hand cannons are great, and auto rifles are great. But till I get used to handle and everything, we're just going to go scout rifle.
Goodbye. So long.
Now it wants us to equip this weapon. We're going to dismantle the Kvostov. And once we get to a specific point in the game, we'll be able to craft that into an exotic version of the Kvostov, which would be nice. Kvostov's actually one of my favorite weapons too. Really good weapon. I think we have to go. Yeah, we gotta go talk to Amanda. But yeah, it's really interesting that they start you off like this. Like there's a bunch of busy work. There's like I kind of feel like they had it so dead set that they were going to be an MMO and do MMO things, that like they had all these different things set up, and you only come to these areas when it becomes relevant. Like you can buy ships and stuff, but like, you know, you get ships just by doing different things in the game, and like it's all about style or whatever. But like what do you got? Occam's razor, 7th sense. How dare you? Okay. So this will be another place we can come to go get to get weapons and stuff.
We could use your... This could be a good day for both of us.
Let's see.
See you again, Guardian.
I'm gonna say let's support Dead Orbit.
What do you have for us?
Yeah. Okay, and this we can use these to up our rep. Interesting. Okay.
Spread the word.
And another thing that sucks, they never did anything with the factions, to the point where like they had an entire seasonal event thing where they chased them out of the tower, and they're no longer in Destiny 2. They wanted people to, you know, have sides to pick in like competitive play and like, you know, other things, but they never did anything with it. Holiday is a skilled technician. Your ship is restored. Unfortunately, her report says you're missing a warp drive. We need you out in the system, Guardian. Return to the Cosmodrome and find a replacement.
Well done.
So now we complete the mission restoration.
Guardian, what's the latest?
And I think that's all we have right now. Nothing left but the fall. Okay. So unlike Destiny 2, we have to access everything from orbit. Destiny 2 has a convenient map screen where you can warp to different places in the destination that you're at, or warp to an entirely different destination without having to go to orbit. So we're about to have our first experience with
There's
Fallen.
so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city
Like
without
story-wise.
But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Oh, we're loading into a public event. Spawning.
A Guardian ship was recently shot down here. If the Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Do we want to... I don't know that we want to mess around with this, I don't know that we want to mess around with this.
Well, if you say so. Fallen skiff incoming.
Okay. So it's interesting that like the first thing we get into is a public event. It's also super interesting that this is like the timing on this is so short. Do we have our friend? No, our friend abandoned us. I don't think I'm high enough. I should just respawn and help.
Not much longer. Almost got all of them.
Aw. I think we got a little bit of experience for that, but not much else. Like, you don't really get very good rewards unless you get golds here. Again, it's interesting to me that they that we loaded right into one of those. The concept of the public events.
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic.
They're really nice, and they've really done a good job of giving plenty of variety to that kind of stuff in Destiny 2. But in Destiny 1, it's very much just, you know, it's almost like a formality. You just kind of do them when they're around because you can get stuff.
They managed to restore an information hub here, down in the tunnels below. We should check it out.
Okay. Descend to the Cosmodrome tunnels and use Ghost to link information hub.
Map of the entire area. What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Like, I'm not sure why he needed to see an entire map of the Cosmodrome to come to that conclusion, but if it makes him feel better, I guess. I thought for sure something was glowing back here, like a treasure chest or something, hidden treasure chest or something. Just again with the A+ art direction here.
Scanning for the warp drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands. I hope you're ready for this.
get rid of his helpers, and he'll be a lot easier to deal with. Rixus, Devil Archon. So our character doesn't have any idea what that means at this point, but the Fallen are split up into rival factions called houses. And the house that is primarily on Earth during Destiny 1 is the House of Devils. And you can distinguish groups of Fallen by the color of their armor and the color of the banners that they fly. And an Archon, like, we have no frame of reference for this yet, but an Archon, like, defeating an Archon is a big deal. Like, this guy being an Archon and us just being able to take him out is a big deal.
You just killed an Archon. And we got a warp drive.
Typically when Bungie has these little out-of-the-way rooms and stuff, they like to hide collectibles and things in them. The nice thing about collectibles in this game, though, is, like, when it's, like, hidden collectibles like that, if you find one, it's unlocked on your account forever, so you never have to find it again if you start a new character and do something new. Okay, so let's take a look at this, this activity reward screen. It breaks down everything that you did, and it gives you rewards based on your performance and based on your level. And you can... You know, hey, we unlocked Fist of Havoc. We're on the way to unlocking Stormfist. We don't have any active bounties. This is what we look like right now. Here's our, you know, our level, our light level, or power level. The amount of kills we had, the precision kills, the deaths, like how many times we died. Did we die? Oh, yeah, we died because we were doing a public event. But we got a shotgun and a helmet. And now we just do this to go... Actually, missions out. Oh, yeah. Total time, kills, precision kills, grenade kills, close calls. It doesn't say what close calls is. So maybe that's like times you came close to death and didn't die. Probably. So now we're going to access our menu. I already have access to the Defender subclass because I unlocked it on another character when I was practicing. But we're just going to level Striker because we're going to assume that we're leveling Striker. Looks like I got a Duke. Got this Preacher. Gatewatch. So we're just gonna delete all of the stuff that we don't need. We can go have that decrypted by the Cryptarchs. Find out what it is. If we check our progress, talk to Zavala, talk to Zavala, talk to Zavala. And then we wait for the loading screens. I find it crazy that the same servers for Destiny 1 are also being used for Destiny 2. I don't think they migrated servers. It's a little nutty. Alright, so we can go get our stuff decrypted over here.
I
Flyers level 5. What level are we? 4? Can we requisition anything? Can we get anything?
Not a moment too soon.
Level 4, level 4. Those are field testing. Yeah.
Nothing oiled, Guardian.
Okay. The bounty vendor has Crucible bounties available as soon as you unlock the Crucible on any character. So, because once you unlock the Crucible on one character, it's unlocked for every character you make.
Titan.
Let us help you, Guardian.
Good to see you again, Guardian. I truly mean that. You'd be surprised how many newborn Guardians do not make it out of their early days. If it gives you any solace, I make sure that every fallen Titan is buried at the wall.
Very well done.
See, our character doesn't know what that means. As a striker, you move to the front of the war, the front of the fire team, the front of the line. You are the front, and the front moves with you. Go, take the field of battle, prove the enemy you are a living front line, make them heed your training well.
Never doubted you.
So, like, we just woke up, and we only have, like, what appears to be muscle memory for the things that we have and we can do. They don't really do a very good job explaining of, like, what is going on when your character is rest. Like, when your character is risen, you forget your entire past. Like, the light makes you forget everything that you knew in your life before. And it's meant to make the transition from one old life to a new life easier. But what they don't talk about is that it also makes you very easy to manipulate. Nothing left but the fall. You've only just begun your Guardian career, and you've already slain it. And already you've slain an Archon. See, we don't know why that's a big deal, but he's trying to explain it to us, but it didn't feel like that big a deal. Impressive. Let's see if you can maintain your tenacity. I'm sending you back into action. Fallen forces are strengthening their positions at the Jovian and terrestrial complexes in the Cosmodrome. Scout the areas and report back to me.
Well done.
Complete the Dark Within and the Warmind. Complete a patrol of each type. The city thanks you, Guardian. It still stands because tenacity and bravery of Guardians like you. Accept
See that it
quest.
gets done.
Okay, so
Stand behind you.
You need eyes and ears, Titan?
so it wants us to go run 2 missions and do some patrols. I do not know if we have access to Xander yet. No, we don't have access to regular bounties. Like I said, we're not going to do any PvP unless it becomes absolutely necessary for something. I don't remember. Oh, ball. I was going to say, I don't remember if there's actually anything out here that's worth, like, investigating. I feel like there's got to be, right? Like there's something out here, 1 or 2 things out here to look at. Well, I forget. Okay, so we can get
What do you need?
level 4, level 6. Let's go ahead and grab the scout rifle.
Kinda heavy, but powerful, Guardian.
Because I know we just got the Duke, but let's go ahead and get the scout rifle. Because we like scout rifles in this household. And let's go ahead and return to orbit. The Dark Within and the Warmind. So there is kind of a chronological order in which you should do the story, like for the sake of meeting different factions and like different enemy types. But what I'm going to try to do is just stay within the level range and do the base game first. Like I'm not going to get any of the expansions started until we've finished with the base game. And we'll see how that works out. Because like I said, a lot of these opening missions are very, very short. If you kill the intended enemy like right away, like you work your way through a group of enemies.
That the Fallen back at the Cosmodrome are keeping a pretty tight guard on the old Skywatch. Could be one of their leaders, or it could be something valuable. The speaker's asking Guardians to look into it.
So, typically you fight through a room of enemies, and as long as there's like a directional arrow, like if your mini map is telling you, hey, you can go in this direction to.
Okay, the Skywatch is just on the other side of the steps. And it's surrounded by Fallen. Well, I'm ready if you are.
Push into old array drones and find what the Fallen are protecting.
You know, this place must have been amazing before the collapse. Thousands of humans boarding the colony ships. Off to build cities beyond.
90% of them never made it to where they were going.
Up the hill, the building with the radar, that's the Skywatch.
But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of these missions are a lot of these story missions are kind of short-souled because you can complete the mission as long as you kill the intended bad guy. And when you're, so you see that white arrow marker on our mini map up there. As long as that's there, the game just wants you to go where that is. Like, if you were to skip all of the enemies, like the game wouldn't care. The game is only going to block your progress till you kill certain enemies or till you kill enemy groups that it puts in front of you with like a timer or an indicator. Like, hey, Ghost has to hack into this system.
This was one of Skywatch's old array stations, a link to the lunar colonies. Dead end. Fallen sealed this gate. I can get it open.
And it also doesn't help that like a lot of the base game's missions boil down into this. Like, Ghost is going to open a thing. You better protect him while he opens it, or you better wait for. You better wait. There's going to be enemies on the other side. You better kill them. This is where.
What is this? Lots of motion ahead. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Lots of. This is our first introduction to the Hive.
The Hive.
Yeah, let's go with the fusion rifle. Fusion rifles are good. Man, I've forgotten what a lot of this music sounded like. Okay, so we got our super.
There's a wizard here. You have to kill it.
So now this is one of those situations where the bad guy they want us to take down is the wizard. And as soon as we do that, the mission will end. But I kind of want to get some extra experience for my character. So I'm making sure to kill everything else first. There we go.
The Hive haven't been on Earth in centuries. Darkness could be a lot closer than we think. We should probably get moving.
So there's that concept of the darkness with a capital D and the light with a capital L. In Destiny 1, the main crux of the story was that the darkness was the collective term for all of the enemy races that you were fighting. And it was this nebulous idea that they just wanted to destroy humanity because darkness equals bad and light equals good. Destiny 2 has changed that narrative, whether out of necessity or out of getting tired of people just going, we want the story to make more sense. In Destiny 2, we've recently discovered that light and dark are neither good nor evil in general. They are just opposites to different. They are different sides of the same coin, and it really has more to do with the individual using the light or the darkness, as opposed to the forces themselves actually being evil. Because in the lore of Destiny and Destiny 2, like, there were plenty of, let's see, what's it want us to do? Progress. Talk to the speaker against the Hive. We'll do that as soon as we get done with we'll get done with that as soon as we get done with this here. There were plenty of light bearers before the age of the city who used their powers to basically be like old school warlords and subjugate large tracts of people and land.
All over the Cosmodrome.
And there was a bit of a light bearer versus light bearer war that kind of happened between the old warlords and the Iron Lords, which they talk about in late into Destiny 1, and they expand upon in Destiny 2.
I'm picking up heavy fallen activity near the Forgotten Shore, but that's miles from here. Guardians set up a vehicle grid here. We sync to that, we can summon ground transport from our ship. Let's go.
Sync to the vehicle grid, summon your Sparrow. So now we're about to get some slow-ass wheels. There's no mantling in this game. That's a big mechanical change. Mantling in Destiny 2 is fantastic. Like, it's...
Here's the Sparrow link.
There's so many things quality of life-wise that Destiny 2 has that Destiny 1 just didn't for some reason. It just don't make sense to me.
States, entangling cat vectors, and we're late. All right, if you want to get your Sparrow, we can be in the Forgotten Shore in seconds.
I like how the Ghost made it a point to tell us that the Forgotten Shore was miles away. But, like, I mean, when you look at it to scale, we're not really... I don't know, what? This is maybe like 5 miles to scale. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess traveling on foot 5 miles would be quite a bit. Traveling like at speed,
the shore.
not like
The
sprinting.
Fallen are using some sort of signal amplifiers. Let's see what they're transmitting.
Man, I love using hand cannons, but I'm not very good with them in Destiny 1. At least I haven't gotten reacquainted with the controls enough to be as good as I used to be. Yeah, see, when I was playing Destiny 1 all the time, like, we hit those shots.
Give me a second. Some kind of distorted signal. Not fallen. Let's check the other one.
Нет, изобретатель. Значит, все позволено.
Looks like this person, Gamer to Zone or whatever the fuck his name.
Если, как говорится, грядущие события заранее бросают
The same transmission.
то прошлые события не могут не
They're both linked to something in Skywatch. Let's check it out.
Breach the old array complex and locate the source of fallen operation.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the back of the room.
The Fallen have been trying to crack Rasputin since Destiny 1.
The Fallen are trying to access these machines, but something is fighting back. This will take some time.
So now we just fight off the Fallen for a little bit. Oh, look at the skink. But yeah, the Fallen have been trying to crack Rasputin for forever, and have always been super unsuccessful at it. I'm sure there's a joke there somewhere. So dramatic, the music. We'll do a servitor shakedown here. And so the sad thing.
They have pulled out everything they managed to steal. We should destroy this thing.
The Fallen are basically arachnid type people who worship machines like gods. And killing the servitors is basically like, in order to survive, they have to consume this substance called ether.
Kept hitting an active firewall. Old Earth. Russian. Legends are true. A Warmind did survive the collapse. Rasputin. An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the darkness and survived. And he's protecting something here in the Cosmodrome. We have to find a way to reach him.
So they don't really explain much about that either. But the Fallen are arachnid type aliens that worship machines like gods, and those little round, the spherical machine that we destroyed is called a servitor, and they use those to filter this substance called ether into a form that they can subsist on and consume. Yeah, let's go pulse rifle. And it's just a bummer that we have to do what we do in Destiny 1, because like, oh, we can go patrol. Before we do anything else, let's go on patrol, because we want to clear out these patrols and get access to we want to get access to other things. Let's go ahead and progress this.
The Fallen have strengthened their positions around the old launch sites. We need to be cautious.
Okay, so we got one scan mission, 2 boss missions. Let's go fight a boss.
Keep your eyes open, Guardians. A high-priority target patrols this area. Bounty details will follow.
And patrols are just repeatable missions that you can do for like 300 experience. And they're typically pretty straightforward. Kill a certain number of enemies. Kill enemies and collect a certain number of MacGuffins. Kill a boss enemy. That kind of thing. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our next upgrade. There we go. the Titan Codex. The codexes are good because they add to your base stats. Striker Titans want a lot of resilience and recovery, because you want to be able to get in the middle of a firefight and survive and then back out. Alright, so it looks like we're looking for a Vandal. And again, I'm not gonna sit and fight everything. It would be good for experience and stuff, but the quickest way to earn the most experience here is to go in and clear out this room and get the bounty. God, there's also sprint locking in this game, which is rough.
It's down. Nice work.
So now we can track back out here and get another bounty. So this mission, this quest that we're doing requires us to do one of every bounty, except for those right there. Those two bounties right there are kill anything bounties. We need to do 3 of those. And we can accomplish that. It looks like the current public event is taken or spawning in the area.
Guardians, the darkness is starting to rise in this area. Help push it back.
Okay. The taken are going away. And essentially, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna troll around and get these try to get these mission things out of the way. Probably 2 more enemies. It's rough when it's hard to remember where the spawn sites and stuff are supposed to be.
Great work. Ikora will be grateful.
Let's see. Yeah, kill enemies and collect, kill all enemies. So we gotta do 2 more of these. Like specifically 2
All
more to
Guardians.
kill everything.
Enemy activity increased in this area. Do not let them gain a foothold. Coded dispatch follows.
Okay, so we got a sniper rifle. It might be good to hold on to. Damn. I wonder what it is that causes that to happen. I wonder if maybe it's like a server priority, since I think both games are still on the same servers. I'm not sure. Removed from the game world. There might be a problem. There's not a problem with my internet connection, Bungie. Let's try that again, huh? Sorry. I'll probably end up cutting this out. No. We don't want to go talk to the speaker yet. We want to go back to where we was at. Hopefully we don't continue to get things like that. Because I want to try to keep these as unbroken as possible. Like big chunks of stuff you can just listen to while you're working or studying or whatever. We'll try to be super chill. Just talk about the game while we play. Just hang out.
I'm receiving reports of fallen snipers in proximity to the patrol beacons. Stay alert, Guardian.
Alright, so we gotta survey the area and kill and collect. So let's go do the kill and collect and the survey the area.
Our fleet is growing, but we always need help.
Fallen
Our
Dreads and
enemies
Vandals
hold
gotta leave their
things
subs.
that we need. Specifics encrypted for your ghost.
I think we can go over here and find more. Find more Elixni, which is the proper name for the Fallen. It's crazy that, like, with as many different kinds of kill and collect and kill all the enemies, like, it's crazy to me that every area is so abandoned. That might have something to do with general player population. Maybe they don't spawn very many when there aren't very many people playing. That's a possibility. But yeah, it sucks that you kind of have to do this to. I think this is how you get access to bounties, because bounties are useful for leveling up in the early game. All right, so I do have a sparrow. I can summon a vehicle. I should remember that I can do that more often. Because it looks like we can go back and forth between these two areas and pick up patrols and stuff, which is useful. Because between the two places there should be plenty of enemy spawns.
Nice work. I'll let the city know we got it all.
Okay. So now we have the scan the area one. Let's grab that.
Listen up, Guardians. I need you to be my eyes and ears here. Your ghost can give you the specifics.
Alright. So it wants us to go back to the other side. Like, I think the intention of these particular the go and find something or go and scan something missions, I think the particular purpose of having them do that is to get you to realize that you can go back and forth between areas if you're looking for patrols to do. But it does kind of create a situation where you're like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that can be a little tedious. Like I said, I'm just trying to do this so we get access to bounties, I believe, is what this gives us. If I'm incorrect, I'm going to feel really dumb, but either way. Because if I remember this one in particular correctly, it's just on top of this building over here. We just have to go to the top of one of these buildings and stand around with the pillar for a minute.
We got it. Let's move.
Alright, so now we got 2 kill everything missions again. On this side.
A dark shadow grows in this area, Guardians. The light needs you ready to fight.
back behind that box. Where the fuck did you go? 2 more enemy kills. Go over here, look at him. God damn it, there's no man on man.
Well, I think you got your point across.
Yeah, we could do one more kill everything mission.
I see the darkness turning its eyes to this area, Guardians. Find them before they find you.
Again, like knowing what I know now in hindsight about like the darkness and like the you know anything that's got like a proper noun kind of name. Like I really appreciate they decided to go a different way with it. Because I feel like it would feel kind of hollow. If we were still fighting the Darkness TM. And not like coming to the realization that like, hey, we've been fighting this battle for like so damn long. Like we got to be missing a trick here.
Let's move.
All right. So now we've cleared this area of missions, or patrols. So we're gonna go back to the other 2 areas because I know for a fact that there's like 1 or 2 patrols that can spawn out in that area that can't spawn anywhere else. And again, like, I don't enjoy the fact that we have to go back forth like this, but you know, I feel like they dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. Like, and again, like, that's just indicative of like the very rushed production, like all the rewrites, all the you know, people not knowing what the hell they were doing. Again, like the lighting and the art direction is class. Bungie loves to use their lighting to tell stories and to tell you where to go, or what you should be most concerned with in the areas that you visit. Okay. So we don't have any new beacons in the steps yet. We need survey a location and collect energy spikes. We can get both of those to spawn in this area over here. I don't know if they will though. If they don't, we'll have to okay, here's an energy spike. And we did not get a survey. But here at the very least is our energy spikes. Can I pick this? No, I can't pick it up on the spear.
Guardian, the energy bursts we've been monitoring could be connected to some kind of weapon. Gather readings before they dissipate. These should teach us about their nature.
So basically, the key with this one is that you have to fly through these on your Sparrow, and the faster you go, the more energy you get, and when you get to 100%, that's when you're done. It can just be a little tough. They're typically laid out like a race course, though. Like, you just have to kind of go where it sort of makes geographic sense in the area that they might want you to go to chase these energy trails. And it's not typically too bad. Like, it can be a little bullshit, but see.
Looks like the
There we
bursts
go.
are dropping off, but we have what we need. Sending the data now.
Now we need to survey a location. Okay. I think we can get survey missions in the opening area, so let's go to orbit and come back. It'll just be a little easier. It'd be a little crazy if you could up the difficulty on patrol and get more stuff. Surprised that wasn't something that they implemented.
The Fallen have strengthened their positions around the
Survey
old launch
location.
sites. We need to be cautious.
I need a survey. And if we don't get one in these two areas, we'll just move into the next. We'll do like a big circle because there's plenty of different areas to move into. It'll be faster than trying to load in and load out. Okay. This should be where we want to go. I think. Oh, I wonder if there's anything in here. Nice golden chest. Cool. Ooh, okay. Speed. Man. It doesn't normally take this long, I feel like. Oh, these are way higher. Way higher level than me. Okay. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to get anywhere going this way. Let's go back to orbit. We just have to kind of do resets. It's unfortunate that we have to do that, but Okay, sorry. So let's try this again. Like I said, it's unfortunate that we have to keep like refreshing and redoing. This is actually the longest it's ever taken to get all 6 of those patrol types done. You know what? I don't like the auto rifles and stuff. Let's use pulse rifles. Pulses and scouts and things.
The Cosmodrome.
Come on.
A rusting monument to the collapse. Someday we'll reclaim this place. Right?
Again, let's go check over here first because I think we can get one to spawn over this way. Nope. Okay. Well, let's go in reverse. Man, this is rough. Like, it's like I said, there are certain spots where only certain ones can spawn. So it's not like you can't do a little bit of area reloading and manipulation, but like the fact that it's taken this long to do it is a little ridiculous. Because it's not supposed to take this long at all. Like this introduction to patrols is supposed to be like 15 or so minutes at most, depending on how quickly you can move around the area and figure out where stuff is. Let's run back here. I believe this is another place where they can spawn. The type of patrol that we're looking for. There it is, right there. Perfect. Bitch about it enough and you will receive. Just gotta figure out where it wants us to go.
Guardians, I am looking for some scans near this location. Sending specifics for your ghosts.
But yeah, it's unfortunate because this is the first experience that a lot of people get with the game. And like I said, it really does itself a disservice because like this isn't everything that the game is. But like, you know, people who don't... Oh, dead ghost. People who don't give it a chance, they, you know, either rightly run, or fairly run fairly. Like, you know, you don't owe Destiny your time if you've played it and you just don't enjoy it. But like, there's so much that like gets lost. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If you don't get to see raids, if you don't get to see high-end PvP, if you don't get to see high difficulty content, you miss so much. And it's a shame because, like, I don't know, it's worth playing. Maybe not so much like at the beginning of Destiny 1, but definitely towards the end of Destiny 1 and now in the era that we're in Destiny 2. Like, it's absolutely worth your time. If you like good shooters, if you have friends that will play with you or can get a consistent group. Story time.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the Traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian. In its dying breath, the Traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the Traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago. How the Traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy.
And you really should have.
Tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The Fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
My Guardian looks so stupid without their helmet and stuff on. I need to put it back on.
I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Okay. So we're level 6. We don't have much going on in the way of whatever, but let's go back to the tower, talk to Zavala. Because I think we have some stuff to turn in. Okay, now we can get bounties and stuff. Awesome.
What do we have here? Nothing impenetrable. Hopefully this is close.
Alright, so we didn't get... Unfortunately, we didn't get anything that we could really utilize now. And although the green armor that we've picked up has extra perks and stuff on it, what's most important right now is that number. Our power level, our light. Going to be super important.
Come back before I get bored.
Going to be super important that we get as much of that stuff up as we can.
Mission assignment acknowledged.
Complete a bounty. 30 precision kills, kills without taking damage, solar weapon kills, Fallen, Vex, Patrol Minion. Okay.
I'm authorized to award bounties, Guardian. Let's do it.
What is it?
Need something, Titan?
Good evening. Never doubted you. Well done, Guardian.
Tartai Cora.
Back to the front.
It's very possible that I am
Can you see through the night?
Once the Warmind network stretched across the solar system, linked together by powerful communications arrays. Dead Orbit sent out scouts some time ago to investigate the arrays, and they never returned. I want to know what happened to them and what the mind of Rasputin may hold.
I knew you'd take care of it.
New step. The last array. Track down codes, raise an ancient array connected to long-lost colonies. Complete the ancient array.
Wield the light.
Let's see.
Bored of that big blue statue over there?
Evening.
Let's see. 6, okay. He doesn't have
As you
anything.
will.
Need a little help?
Dead Orbit wants a ranking update.
Can you do what must be done?
Okay.
22 of 7. We're locked out.
Okay. So let's go ahead and check once we get to orbit here. Let's go ahead and check what our we can upgrade our striker class. We should absolutely do that. Pulse grenades, yes please. No, we don't need the inventory. We need complete a bounty. Path as striker. We'll do this here in a minute. Absolutely crazy.
There's reports a team of Guardians went dark near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to the other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array.
And I don't think we made it far enough for any kind of a checkpoint. Like, I think it's just going to start us all the way over. Absolute
The
fucking
ghosts were last
trash.
heard from near the Skywatch. Let's head there and see if we can find them.
Absolutely garbage. And like I said, I've been playing this for the last week on other characters. Getting practice in, like, remembering where stuff is, how stuff goes, to a certain extent. And I've not had any problems. Where are you, fucking cunt? Okay.
We're heading back through that hive breeding ground. The Vanguard say they're spilling onto the surface now, keeping the Fallen busy.
I feel like there's a ghost hidden here somewhere in the dark. I'd never be able to remember where, though, honestly. here? Any kind of ghost or anything? I don't think so. I don't believe so. One over here. No, that's where we came from. Okay.
The ghosts. They're in a clearing between buildings not far from here. The ghosts are still here. The Fallen have them.
But you just said... Of course the ghosts are still here.
It's dead. Keep hunting. This one still holds the codes. Let's find the array.
That's another thing. That's another thing I always have to get used to about playing this again too. In Destiny 2, your melees are they have a reach on them. Like they track to enemies. So we completed a bounty. There we go.
Approaching the control station. This is it.
Okay. So now we just have to fight through all these enemies. This is another one. I think this is our first experience with a mission where the primary objective is like defend Ghost while he explores a thing. That's pretty much our primary goal. Let's get our light level up a little bit here. Activate some more stuff for a striker.
There's the controls. I'll see if these codes still work. Okay, negotiating crypto systems. Shore resistant security lattice verified. It's working.
What does that mean?
Outside
Like
the array.
they say a lot of technical terms.
It's activated.
I don't know, like,
My tomb ships cutting through.
because Ghost doesn't really explain what it is he's actually doing, it sounds like sci-fi mumbo jumbo, but I'm absolutely certain that, like, they're real legitimate things that we would be worried about as space explorers, and better off for knowing. But it's so hard to say because he never shares with us those thoughts. The fucking music, man. The music is so good.
I think we're clear. You need to see this. This array is controlled by the last Warmind, Rasputin. It's connecting to defense constructs all across the system. There could be something out there to help us survive the darkness.
All right. Crazy. Basically 40% precision kills, not bad. I love little stat tracker things like that. They're so fun. Like, they're not needed for anything, right? Like it doesn't reflect on you as a player if you're not balling out all the time, but like it's certainly very fun to have the confirmation, like, oh yeah, I'm doing really well. It's just another thing to chase, which is nice. Hopefully we can get a sniper rifle. So now we got to return to the tower, talk to Ikora, and I believe this is where they give us the mission to go do the strike. Again, I don't know about doing the strikes because they take a long time if you're doing them by yourself, because they don't scale for the amount of people that you have or don't have. So the game assumes that you're able to attack them with 3 people,
Sure you know what you're aiming at.
and it's unfortunate just because It's difficult. Solar weapon kills. We have a bounty for that. Go talk to Xander about bounties. Thank you.
It is more than a memory. It still
See what Ikora
Okay,
wants.
Guardian.
You actually touched the Warmind and provoked a response. Fascinating. For now, Zavala has need of you. Speak to him and walk with the wisdom and light.
I had a feeling this would work out.
Speak to Zavala.
See you around, Guardian.
The war will never end.
You are the front. Push against the darkness. Light rewards you. Head out there with the team. Lead by example. Start to charge and allies will follow suit. Generate 25 orbs using your Fist of Havoc. We want the rocket launcher. Enter a territory belonging to the House of Devils. Find the server of Sepix Prime and destroy it. Alright, so this is where they want us to... Alright, so everything he has is less than what we need.
You have questions?
Let's see. Let's
saw
go.
him with my own eyes.
Maybe we can get some weapons from the gunsmith.
We've met.
We'll want stuff that hits from a distance and stuff that hits pretty hard. Ericon. So I feel like we definitely want both of those.
Don't know if it scares the careful out there.
Because we definitely want the scout rifle and sniper rifle to deal with a few of the enemies in particular. Okay. Man, this is... Because I could go do this strike now, but like... It's a risky proposition. But it is the final step in all of this. Maybe we'll get lucky and get partnered up with somebody also running it. It's unlikely just because like there's so few people playing like this part of the game, or they either don't get this far or they don't play this right now. Because every time I try to play it on level, it just doesn't work. And like we're way under leveled. Yeah, it looks like it's going to send me in by myself. That's rough. This is going to be rough.
The fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair, and the High Servitor feeding them their strength. We must destroy this machine god, and send their souls screaming back to hell.
And that's like literally the thing, right? Like the fallen feed off of the ether provided by this servitor. Oh fuck, I'm by myself. I am actually by myself in this motherfucker. Sprint locking.
Fallen and Hive. Let's hope we can avoid the crossfire. This is going to be rough at this level. Especially because my gear is not... You kind of want it to be in the mid-50s by the time you get to this point. Shit. Great. The way out of here is sealed.
Yeah, this is rough. This is gonna be real rough. I can only hope I get lucky and get somebody else who joins in. And just play super defensively.
Pretty complex. I'll need time.
because and the reason I have such a problem with all of this is just because like this is meant for 3 people, and in Destiny 2 they do scale stuff like based on how many people you have, but I can't remember if that was a thing they ever did in Destiny 1 or not. Or maybe they did and it just came way later. That's also a possibility. There we go.
The Fallen are getting smarter. It's like the entire system is wired to a... I'll work faster.
So yeah, we just have to take it slow here. I don't like it because it's tough, but like tougher than it should reasonably be, really. But like, but again, this isn't, you know, this isn't content that's formatted for one player. So, oh, here we go. We got somebody. Cool. Okay, I just need to stay alive and play smart then. Okay, cool. Nice. Good.
I'm close, but just so you know, there's more Fallen than Hive on the way.
Yeah, see, that's crazy to me. Because you can tell just by my damage numbers that they don't account for fewer than 3 people. In Destiny 2, they will scale. Nice. Good job, dude. Good job. All right. Let's go. Yeah, see, like 8 is the perfect level for this if you have a crew.
Barrier is down. We can move now.
Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And here's the thing, like, this strike is probably still one of the best strikes they've ever done. Because, like, it's got the perfect, like, all right, so we're going to defend the ghost and kill lots of enemies in counter. And then, like, we get a mini boss right up here. And then we get the boss in a big boss arena. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is... And it's... Oh, you've got... So we have lots of snipers to look out for. So I can't shoot that guy from over here, I guess. He's not in the right part of the wall. I feel like it said somebody else joined too. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, here they come. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go. Yeah, we got the sniper too. Nice. How did he die? Oh.
The lair is up ahead, under that colony ship. Just on the
God
other
damn
side
it.
of all those devils.
All right, so we're definitely playing far back. We're definitely not. If they find ways to die, I'm not rezzing. At least in this area, it's too dangerous. But yeah, we're just gonna sit here and plink plonk, because it's lame, but it's safe. It's okay. So yeah, basically, and it's really just the positioning of the Devil Walker and how much damage it does that makes it such a problem. Like this is a really good setup. Try to clear out the trash down there. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, we'll just keep playing it. Just gotta keep playing it safe. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's not exciting because it's tactical on purpose, but like, I don't know. It doesn't always feel very satisfying, even when you know you're being, like you're playing your life. Because even though there's 3 of us now, it could very easily wipe us all out. That. I should get on the opposite side. I should get... Oh, come on, this thing should be about dead now. Got it. Nice. Okay, they're just going to finish the... Okay, I was going to show them where a hidden collectible was, but they didn't want to come with me. That's fine. Man, that's so lucky we got 2 people. I can't tell you how many times this week when I've been practicing I've had to do this by myself. And it's taken me like an hour. Like when you get at level and when you're scaling through these things, like, it shouldn't take you more than 15-ish, 10 or 15 minutes to finish a D1 strike. I mean, obviously that's not always going to be the case, but like most of the time, yes, it will be. Oh, you generate rolls of light. Okay. Scheiße. Okay. Oh shit! That is not where we want to be. Those scatter grenades there will tear you up. He wasn't even that close to me. Well, I was gonna try to take out that group of enemies with a super, but there we go. Nice. Oh no! Wow, he blew up that guy's bubble. Ouch. Shit. Okay. Okay. But yeah, man, this is like the perfect strike, and that's the thing. It's not like they haven't had ones that have been just as good, or you know, just as just as worth the playtime. But there's something about this one that just felt and still feels like the quintessential. The quintessential strike experience. Damn. Here we go. Nice. I'll teleport. He's moving left. How far? Over here. He's moving to the center. No. Okay, there's 2 orbs. Close right. Damn. My recovery is not high enough for this. We've almost got Sepix down. Okay, here we go. Got him. Nice.
Well done.
Sepix Prime cast a great shadow over our city. With its destruction, the fallen devils will grow weak. But we must stay vigilant.
Level up.
The fallen
Nice.
are crafty. They'll find ways to survive. They always do.
Nice. Probably took way longer than it should have, but that's all right. Mission summary. 32 minutes. Ecumene War Angels. Nice. What do we get for our rewards? Anything? No. No, too slow. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I'm just going to get rid of all the stuff that we won't be using. All right. Once we do that, we'll hop back to the tower, finish up that quest line, and I think that'll make for our first episode. Hopefully this comes across the way I want it to, or it comes out the way I want it to. Even if it just turns into me playing through Destiny again for the nostalgia, I suppose that's not so bad. Because I can always figure the particulars and stuff out later. Who knows? Maybe recording a few more of these episodes at some point, and I'll fall into a better groove with it. But I figured it would take about this long without speed running. to get the first, the Fallen based quest line done, because next is the Hive, and then after we do the Hive one, we get to go to Venus to start a Vex one, I think, because the next one takes place mostly on the moon and ends with a strike on the moon. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get lucky again and get some people in on that strike too. We definitely need to raise our light level though. We need a bunch of improvements. Come on, man. Damn. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn our stuff in.
What do we have here? Looks like you paid for it in blood. Of Lancelot, Titan.
Okay, so we got a 50 sniper rifle. Not great, but we'll
back before I get bored.
we'll do something with it later.
Time is near.
Next is the roster for Plan 32.
New day, same duty.
So either one of these is good.
Never doubted you. Report. Carry the light up.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Should be out there myself.
Okay, against the Hive is the next quest line. And I think we'll start that on another episode. We're almost 3 hours in. I think that's plenty long enough. There's probably some stuff I can cut. Maybe. I think I'm just gonna keep it in, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll upload it as is once I get some of them done, and I'll wait to see what people think. But either way, thanks for hanging with me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can come up with some more stuff to talk about for the next couple of episodes. But if not, I mean, let's just play through Destiny and have some fun. Like we can talk about lore and stuff too, but I just wanted to come back to this game because there's a bit of a low point right now in Destiny 2 till the next season hits, and there's most of the stuff I don't really need or I'm not really chasing. So we'll do this for a while. But until then, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.